Happy holidays, everybody. Craig Gordon here with Prevail, and I'm joined by our president, Andrew Stafford.
Good to be here. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit here, but it's good to be back at it.
It's always
again.
good to be back with you.
A lot to talk about.
And Merry Christmas, Craig.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
This is fun time of the year here.
It's a great time.
So, when we, kind of speaking on that, as fun as this time of the year is and as joyful, there are still a lot of negatives in the headlines.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And from that perspective, though, the data would actually say that there's a little bit more stability, but the headlines are different. Are we headed towards a recession, or is this just somewhat of a slowdown? What's your thoughts?
I think recession for most people in the financial sector has probably been ruled out. Now, that being said, we can never predict the future.
Sure.
And there's obviously all types of things that could happen that could throw things into a tailspin. But
you could even say that there's been some recession in certain sectors too, right?
100%, and that's a really good point. So what I would say is that the best way that we would look at this is the economy is cooling, right? It's not collapsing by any way, shape, or form. There's no major signs out there that are saying, oh my gosh, the world's going to end. I think we've always come off this deceleration since COVID. It was super, super hot. That was unsustainable. And by the way, that caused all the inflation.
It did.
Right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You look at post-COVID, the economy, the way things were going, the way people were buying, the infusion of capital that went into the markets caused a lot of the pain that we felt over the last couple of years. So obviously not recession, but a little bit of cooling, or what a lot of people would say is maybe normalization. I think we've got some normalization in the markets. Now, what we are seeing and what we are finding is the sectors are very uneven.
Yeah.
So as you look at service sectors, different sectors that have remained very resilient, doing very good. Other sectors, not so much. So as we look at some of the manufacturing, goods, things of that nature. Now, I think it's still too early to tell if some of the policy is reshoring or what's going to happen with that. There's a lot of people that have difference of opinion on that. Not for us to get into today, but I do think that it's probably too early to tell. But there are several sectors inside the market that are still doing really well, which is why I like our approach to how we invest at Prevail. We're constantly looking internally at which sectors are performing well. We're rotating our investment philosophy to which sectors are doing well. We're forward looking as we look out to 2026. What could be a sector that we think could be advantageous for our investors? I would say we're in what I would call that late cycle adjustment to the economy. They always go through these different cycles. I will tell you, I have a little bit different opinion than I think a lot of people. Again, can't tell you what's going to happen, but there's a lot of things in 2026 that could be pretty good for the market. When you look at, they're projecting very large tax returns. We've got lower interest rates that are happening. The consumer confidence is coming back up, and it hit pretty low for a while.
Yeah.
So all things considered, I think that this is a very normal cycle. I don't think there's anything for people to be super worried about as far as recession concerns and things of that nature. I think we're normal, but I think we have to be very cautious and intentional in the things that we do, because not all sectors inside the market or the economy are doing the exact same or performing exactly the same.
That's right. Kind of a blanket approach may not be the right approach now, but really being intentional. And you said that word of where can we invest? And I think we kind of take the approach that you can make money in a lot of different environments.
Absolutely.
But you got to know where you're spending your time and attention. If you'd like to learn more, check us out at prevailiws.com.